This video presentation was produced by Vulcan Waste Systems Incorporated. Vulcan Waste Systems is an affiliated company of Vulcan Iron Works of Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania. Vulcan Iron Works was established in 1849 and has been responsible for the design and manufacture of over 1,100 rotary kilns for use by various industries in the U.S. and worldwide. Through the years, Vulcan has solved hundreds of problems associated with the disposal of contaminated wastes generated by industrial processes. As early as 1940, Vulcan built an incinerator system for the incineration of black liquor for the pulp and paper industry. The purpose of this video is to give a brief overview of the role of mobile transportable and stationary incinerator systems in dealing with the problem of hazardous waste management. The term mobile or transportable incinerator system is used to define an on-site system for the destruction of contaminants in contaminated soils, sludges, and liquids. The system effectively cleans hazardous waste containing halogens, phosphorus, PCBs, oils, pesticides, and dioxins. That is, virtually all toxins and hazardous waste materials known. For demonstration purposes, dioxin-contaminated soil will be used as an example of a hazardous material to be decontaminated using the mobile incinerator system. 2378 tetrachlorodibenzo P-dioxin, more commonly referred to as dioxin, is a stable compound that does not readily degrade in nature. Dioxin has been recognized to be one of the most toxic of man-made chemicals. In the early 1980s, when the scope of dioxin contamination in the United States was finally determined, there was no proven technology for its destruction. Containment and storage were the only known alternatives for dealing with this dangerous substance. In 1983, the United States Environmental Protection Agency committed itself to the development of an effective means of permanent destruction of dioxin, specifically the feasibility of high-temperature incineration. After extensive laboratory testing and completion of a successful prototype incineration system experiment, the EPA determined that the use of mobile incineration systems could completely and safely destroy dioxin. Vulcan provided engineering services to the EPA for improvement of capabilities with respect to increased capacity and efficiency. Shown here fully assembled and operational is a Vulcan state-of-the-art mobile incinerator system, engineered and built by Vulcan Waste Systems Incorporated. It represents a major improvement over the prototype EPA system. This Vulcan unit is designed primarily for the decontamination of contaminated soils. An installation of this type is a large-scale project. The actual size, however, is relative to the size of the task it must perform. This particular unit has the capacity to process over 180 tons of hazardous waste soils per day. This is how it works. Hazardous waste materials, for instance, dioxin-contaminated soil, is introduced into the system through a shredder and feed system. Waste in the form of sludges or liquids would be introduced by injection. Upon entering the primary incineration stage, all contents are rotated and exposed to temperatures of 1600 to 2000 degrees Fahrenheit, 871 to 1093 degrees centigrade, or more. At this point in the process, all traces of dioxin have turned to vapor. All remaining solids have effectively been rendered non-hazardous. Meanwhile, the vaporized dioxin is passed into a two-stage secondary combustion chamber, where temperatures in excess of 2200 degrees Fahrenheit or 1204 degrees centigrade force the dioxin molecules apart into the separate atoms of carbon, oxygen, chlorine, and hydrogen. The separated atoms then rebind to form carbon dioxide, water in the form of steam, and hydrochloric acid vapor. At this point, the destruction of dioxin is complete. Now, the relatively common substances of carbon dioxide, water, and hydrochloric acid leave the secondary combustion stage and are cooled by passing through a scrubbing process where an alkaline solution effectively neutralizes the hydrochloric acid. The gases are then re-scrubbed and filtered to remove any remaining particulate matter, which is dried in a spray evaporator and discharged from the system in easily disposable dry form. The emission at the final stack consists primarily of harmless gases, mainly carbon dioxide and water vapor. This completes the process of incineration. However, no discussion of the Vulcan system would be complete without mentioning its computer-integrated control and continuous gas analysis monitoring system. This feature is the heart of the system. It assures that feed rates, combustion parameters, and air quality are in full compliance with area regulations. The data acquisition system records and transmits by modem all critical operational and environmental data for immediate and future review by operator, the EPA, and environmental and public interest groups. Also, computer analysis and control makes it possible to incorporate a fail-safe mechanism into the system. Continuous monitoring of every stage of the process, including final stack emissions, means that any deviation from strictly established EPA, local and state requirements causes instantaneous system correction and, if necessary, a safe shutdown. Vulcan Waste Systems' mobile incineration technology is the result of intensive research and development efforts. Consequently, the Vulcan systems now in operation across the country are safe, efficient, and totally effective in rendering even the most toxic of organic wastes completely harmless. Vulcan incinerator systems satisfy all regulatory and environmental requirements. All Vulcan hazardous waste systems have Part B permits and qualify for Superfund and private industry projects. The long list of Vulcan customers includes Ciba-Geigy, Phillips Petroleum, SK&F Labs, and EG&G, site of a rotary kiln incinerator for low-level radioactive waste. It should be re-emphasized that while dioxin has been the specific focus of this video presentation, it is just one of a wide range of toxic substances that can be effectively destroyed using the Vulcan incinerator system. We invite you to contact us, Vulcan Waste Systems Incorporated, 1050 United Penn Bank Building, Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania. Our engineering staff is available to answer any questions you may have concerning your particular needs. Call area code 717-822-2161 or fax 717-823-3568. We were pleased to learn recently that a Vulcan customer using the mobile incinerator system received an air quality permit from the State of Alaska Department of Environmental Conservation Oil Spill Response Center at Valdez, Alaska, effective August 14, 1989.